Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. It's Trey, and I want to talk about Yara Flor, the Wonder Girl series, because it's issue number 2, and I'm still bored. I'm just gonna rip it right off the band-aid. I don't care what anybody got to say. I'm not trying to hear or give it a chance and all that kind of stuff. Issue number 2 came out, and it's boring. That is my problem with these brand new diversity hired characters. You got to put your best foot forward, and you have not put your best foot forward. I still don't understand the need of this character. She doesn't bring anything new to the table. I already said it before, and I'm gonna say it again. If you're going to do a Wonder Girl solo series, it should be focused on. It's only 2 characters that it should be focused on. It should be focused on Donna Troy and Cassie Sandsmark. That's it. There's nothing else I need to see from anybody else. It is time for Cassie and Donna Troy to get spotlight. I don't really care right now about Brazilian booty Wonder Woman. Yes, she looks good in a pinup. Yes, she looks good. That's all about it. But right now, the comic books that I've read with her are not interesting. Are not interesting. I'm sorry, they're not interesting. Wonder Woman Future State was decent. It was decent. But that was it. That was it. Decent. But you could have did Wonder Woman with Cassie or Donna Troy. But you come out of nowhere and give me a Brazilian girl for no damn reason. With no build-up. Then Superman and Wonder Woman was trash. Future State Justice League was trash too. That didn't give me much of nothing. And then she had 3 different personalities. And then you got 2 issues of Wonder Girl, and I'm still bored. Because this is a setup for CW show. This is a CW show being written in a comic book form. That's what this is. That is literally what it is, because there was always rumors that Yara Flor was supposed to be getting a CW show. For what reason, I goddamn don't know. Because she don't deserve it. You're a brand new character, and that's another thing. You're trying to put in another diverse character in a position that already is filled, just to push out a sidekick character that already's been around, that's beloved, and doesn't have much going on with themselves. But instead of putting time and effort into them, you're going to push them aside for a new bitch? When people are asking, when people are like, hey, what about Donna Troy? Hey, what about Cassie? They deserve to have spotlight. Well, they're white. Bitch, they're Greek. They're Greek. Just because they have pale skin doesn't mean anything. They're diverse women. They're still diverse. Why does it really matter if they look white? They're still diverse women who are literally magical Greek women goddess. Make that make sense, fools? I'm sorry. Yara should be a side character, a side piece. She shouldn't even be getting spotlight right now. Oh, all of a sudden, this Amazon girl from the Amazons is now a central focus, and the three Amazon tribes want her for reasons. And Hippolyta needs to figure out what's going on. For what? So she's basically a damn MacGuffin that nobody asks for. I just don't understand why you can't give me a good story right now, because it's not good. It's not engaging to me. And I'm not trying to say that to be malicious towards the character, but it's literally one of those, this character is mostly drawn for appeal, and that's it. And I'm tired of these brand new characters being drawn for appeal, and then when you pick up their comic books, it sucks. Because I picked up issue number 1. I really wasn't interested in it, because really my goal was really to find the J. Scott Campbell variant. But I think I might have to have to try to put a little bit more money into that one, because it had the other Wonder Girls that I actually want to see as the main characters. Everybody was like, well, they're in there. They might be in there, but they're not the main characters. If anything, this story should have followed Cassie. Cassie is Wonder Girl, which y'all been forcing her out of DC comic books. The same shit with Tim Drake, and then everybody always want to be like, oh, this now people want to be like, Yara Flor is the greatest Wonder Girl. No, the hell she ain't. She ain't did shit yet. She only has less than a year on her. Cassie's been doing this for almost 30 years. The same thing with Tim Drake, Robin, and y'all replaced them for their goddamn Damian Wayne. Don't get me wrong, I like the little rut rat, but you know, come on now, stop acting like y'all don't know what to do with those characters. It's the same thing with John Kent. Then you got Connor Kent, and now you done got rid of the Teen Trinity: Wonder Girl, Cassie, Robin, Tim Drake, and Connor Superboy, and Impulse. To be honest, I mean, you have the characters there. They had great stories, Young Justice and Teen Titans, but then both Superboy and Robin had long-running solo runs. Long-running solo runs that were successful. But Cassie got 2 runs. Barely that. Barely that. And you didn't even put much effort behind Cassie's solo run. Donna Troy ain't even had one yet. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, make that make sense. But then you gonna come out of nowhere and was like, well, Brazilian Booty Wonder Woman look good, so why don't we give her a solo run? Because reasons. Because reasons. Y'all can't even give me a good reason. When you bring in a new character like that, you're supposed to have a good story to build her up. Like when Artemis and Donna and Cassie was introduced, they were in other stories in order before they was able to branch out. And barely Cassie been able to branch out because y'all don't even want to give her a solo run. Like as if it's that hard. She's the daughter of Zeus. Make it work. Make it work. Look at Hercules, the Legendary Journeys. Look at Xena, the Warrior Princess, and do amalgamation and make shit up. But let her stand on her own. Finally, that's the Wonder Girl I'm more interested in. Hell, and then you could introduce Yara in the Wonder Girl series as a supporting character for Cassie, as whatever comic book issue led up to that event. But you can't do it in the first go. And right now, this is literally CW nonsense. The same thing with Naomi too. It was the same crap with Naomi where you're bringing them in and you're just like, when is the shit going to get there? And it hasn't. They're not in their superhero costumes. It's the same thing with Static season 1. He's not even in his costume. He's not even established as a hero yet. These characters aren't even established yet. Why? Why are they not established yet? Y'all gotta give me something. Because old classic comic books used to know how to bring in a new character. And then when you need to go back and do their origins, you do it in a tricky, you do it in a creative way. But right now you're not doing it in a creative way. You're doing this slow burn that is boring me to tears. It's boring me to tears. Get rid of Yara. I'm sorry, people. I don't care that you guys like the character. I'm looking at it from story-wise, and right now, she is a MacGuffin. She is a MacGuffin that the Amazons either want to kill, defend, or protect. I don't know. At this point, I don't care because I'm not interested enough in her. The only characters I'm really interested in her own story is Nubia, Hippolyta, Artemis, and Wonder Girl Cassie. That's it. And they're side characters in that book. Make that make sense. Make that make sense, please. You have to figure out a way to bring in new characters. If you want to bring in new characters, that's fine. But you need to do it in a creative way. But this, giving them a solo run before characters that hasn't had solo runs yet, who actually have over 40 years of history or 30 years of history, who deserve to have a solo run? Come on now, make that make sense. Make that make sense. Y'all can't fool me with that bull crap. I ain't trying to hear no excuses. Yara Floyd's solo run so far, issue 1 and 2, It's boring. And it reminds me of a CW show where if I was watching this is exactly how CW would go. They wouldn't even have this character be heroic in the first. Yeah, she saved the day. She saved the day. Ooh, big whoop. Big whoop. I want to see her in the costume already. I don't want to see a build up to her getting to the costume. I don't want to see her a build up to get to be Wonder Girl. I want to see her already there. And then issue number 2 or issue number 5 or issue number 6, if the comic book gets long enough, then you can do an origin. Then you can do an origin of how she got there or whatever. But for right now, she should be issue number 1 should have been her stopping a villain. Issue number 1 should have been her stopping a villain and saving the day at the same time, showing her being heroic. But right there, no, I'm sorry. Oh, a flight to Brazil. Oh, a car accident. Let me help. Then she goes to the falls. I mean, she goes to a beautiful falls or whatever and gets sucked into the water. And then she sees a mermaid. And then you see that lasso tassel thing with the big balls that she got going on. Then the next issue is it picks up where the other one left off. Now she's in the plane, and somebody's hunting her down. And the plane crashes. Big whoop. And Cassie's on a mission to find her. And Artemis is on a mission to find her as well. Big whoop. That's it. That is literally it. And I'm not trying to be malicious, but what does that show about Yara? Nothing. It doesn't show that she's this great superhero that is going to be important for the DC universe or a cool, fun DC hero. I don't see it. I don't see it. I do not see it. Y'all got to figure out something to do. But this making a solo run for her was not the business. And I'm just going to be honest. She should have been a supporting character. You have to, when you bring in new characters, they need to be supporting characters first and then build their way up to seeing like, oh, wait, okay, she's getting a little bit more fan services or whatever and stuff like that. Like, do what James Tynion did. Look, I don't like half of this. I'm not saying that his Batman run's bad, but, you know, it's gotten annoying. But it is still better than what Tom King's given us, though. But what I'm saying is, you see how he brought in those characters, and if those characters were popular enough, they got like maybe a one shot or something like that. Do something like that. You bring Yara Flor into the Wonder Girl solo comic book. You have her where she's a supporting character, and if she's a standout, that's great and all. And if she stand out so far where people want to know more about her, then you spin her off into a solo run. Maybe, or a one shot or a two shot or something like that. That's what you do. You don't just all of a sudden just give her the comic book. Not her. She hasn't been here. The reason why I can handle Nubia, Donna, and Cassie, they've been here for years and barely get anything done. So yes, they do deserve a solo run. This girl just got created damn near last year. No, you don't deserve a solo run. No, you don't deserve a solo run. I'm sorry to tell you that. No, you don't. You ain't earned it. That's like if I start playing basketball today. That means next draft they need to automatically go ahead and pick me and stuff like that. Everybody be like, wait, hold on, whoa, hold on. He literally just started playing basketball damn near last week. But now he's good enough to be picked on a draft and number 1 pick and get him way more money than I am. Then most of the players in the NBA. Come on now, that don't make no sense. And that's what Yara is. She's a line jumper. And you expect me to be like, yeah, this is great. No, it's not. It's boring. It's boring. Figure something out, please. Figure something out. But those are my thoughts. Tell me what you guys think in the comment section below. And catch you guys later. Peace out.